What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, body game is the foundation of natural attraction. And you guys know Rom Wills, shout out Unc, shout out Rom Wills. He introduced this whole concept to the YouTube spaces, right? Now, this concept's been around for millennia, okay? And a lot of guys didn't deny it, right? Deny that your physique, a nice physique on a man increases attraction. Okay, a lot of men still deny it, but the ones who participate in it, the ones who know, they don't argue about it because they know that it's true. All right. So first of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. So dig these blues. All right. So like Ron Wills says, right, the reason why a lot of people resonate with him, a lot of guys that are into fitness, is because everything he says is true. Everything, that's why I got hooked on his content, was because everything he was saying, I was like nodding my head the whole time, like, hell yeah, like this is true, facts, okay, it's real talk. And let me preface this, it is not all about your physique. It is definitely not all about your physique. You need to have some type of verbal skills, okay? Now, you don't have to be Shakespeare out this mug. You don't have to be a wordsmith. You don't have to pull out a fancy pickup line book and, say these magical things, okay? You just have to have simple ass convo. So let's take Jimmy, for example, right? We're going to use an imaginary character. Shout out to all my Jimmys out there, if there is any, right? You got the A version of Jimmy and you got the B version of Jimmy. Now, the A version, he probably doesn't really work out like that. He has a body that's, unremarkable, to say the least, just whatever, okay? The A version of Jimmy has to work way more harder, okay? He has to he probably has to do a little more chasing. He probably has to turn up his verbal seduction, or whatever you want to call it, just a tad bit more. He probably does have to say all the right things and, be like somewhat of a wordsmith and try just a tad bit harder, just a tad bit, okay? Just a tad bit. Now let's take Jimmy, the B version of Jimmy, right? The B version of Jimmy's been grinding it out. He's been working out. He's been eating better. And he's got a little muscle on. He's got a little definition. He doesn't look like Vin Diesel. He doesn't look like Ronnie Coleman, okay? But he has a nice, it's noticeable. Now people are like, okay, I see the cuts a little bit. I see the triceps popping a little bit, right? I see your shoulders getting a little broader, okay? Your little gut went down, or, you're starting to develop a stronger physique. Now it's like when the B version of Jimmy, when he puts his clothes on, he don't really have to say he doesn't have to do what he had to do about a year and a half ago, right? He doesn't have to pull out all the verbal tomfoolery and verbal trickery and shit, right? Am I saying that Jimmy, the B version of Jimmy, is going to get all the chicks in the world? No, of course not. He's going to get the chicks that would have been attracted to him in the first place. See, the difference now is it's even heightened, a female's attraction is heightened even way more now since he got his body in shape. Now he lets his physique do half of the talking, right? His physique is talking, right? Y'all remember that Future song, stick talk, right? Now he letting his physique talk. The other 50% is his shit. It might be even a little less than 50%, depending on how developed he is with his physique and shit. It might be like 40 to 35% of the rest is verbal. Okay? It might be like 35%, because the only thing when it's the foundation, fellas. It's like Ron Will says, it's the foundation. It's what you start on. You feel me? Like buildings, the most perfect, most cliche, but most perfect example, when you're building a house, right? You don't just put up pillars and a roof, right? And without the foundation. You have to have a solid, now I'm not no fucking contractor, obviously, but you have to have a solid foundation for everything else to stand on. That's exactly what the body game is. That's exactly what getting your physique in order is your physique is the thing that everything else stands on. Your verbal, your style, okay? Your style is magnified. It's like everything is magnified. You feel what I'm saying? Your physique is like the blueprint and everything else follows that. Okay? So that's why me and of course Rom Wills, we encourage all young men. And yes, do average guys get female? Yeah, they do all the time. All the time. I see it all the time. But that's it though. That's the thing about it. Everybody is average. You feel me? Why not stand out? Why not just make it easier for yourself? Why not just make that shit easy? Okay? So why not just make shit easy for yourself? Why not get your physique in the best possible way that it is, so everything else just kind of falls in place? Now when you walk in, now you're getting stares instead of you having to fucking do all the staring, right? Now you getting, I'm not saying that that every single chick in there is just gonna gawk at you and just be smitten in love. No, it is going, but you trust and believe. Trust, you believe you me. And for my fellas that can attest, y'all know. You write down in the comment section, bro. Cause I know I got some of my viewers on here, like some of y'all are fucking, y'all physique is it make me look anorexic, right? Let me just put it like that. Some of y'all make me look like I never worked out in my damn life. You feel me? Shout out to all my supporters out there grinding, doing their thing. You digging me? But you know, you don't have to say to, when you walk in, bro, all my fellas that know, man, all my fellas that participate in this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, you're gonna get and the reason why, let me continue on what I said earlier about how a lot of guys don't believe it. They don't believe it because they've never experienced it. You dig me? They've never experienced. A girl looking at me? Nah, hell no. A girl looking at a guy? Oh no, that doesn't happen. A girl, you know, giving a guy the F face, right? We all know what the F face is. The eyes that's looking up and down, and she damn near biting her lip and looking at you all. And it's funny. You guys know how a lot of females be on this. Oh, he looked at me very provocatively and I felt uncomfortable and all that. That shit happens to you. A lot of guys are not going to believe that though. A lot of them aren't going to believe it because they've never experienced it. Yes, chicks are going to look at you in a like they have this very like sometimes it gets real intense to the point where sometimes they're like, dang, that chick just I-effed me, right? She I-freaked me. Like bad. You like, damn, she just I-fucked me terribly. You feel me? And that doesn't happen often to guys, right? But when you get your body on point, when you start working on your physique, that type of stuff starts happening more often. It's not going to happen every single time, right? I know, I mean, oh, well, you know, it doesn't happen to you and I didn't see it happen to you. Yeah, you didn't see it. It's not going to happen 100% of the time, genius, right? But it sure as hell happens way more than the average person, right? Because the average guy, how many times does the average guy who doesn't really work out, doesn't really take care of their physique, how many times does he get a straight freak face from a chick? Like she looking at him like she wants to just take him down right then and there, right? But if you work out, you get that physique on point. You get, and like I said, everything else falls into place. Your whole style and haircuts and all that other shit. Even your confidence goes up. For all my, it's all about what you say, people, right? It's all about your confidence and your verbal game. Even that damn near goes up because you feel like you're worth it, right? You feel like damn, I work hard for this and why not? I'm worth it. I'm worth going up to talk to her, right? Like who is she for me to be shy about? And if anything, she should kind of be shy talking to me. That's the type of shit that you think about, but that's only if you develop your physique. Okay, that's only if you develop your physique and get that natural attraction out of chicks, that just natural, you know, hedonistic. You know, I've talked about this before. It is somewhat hedonistic. It is somewhat, you know, carnal, but it is what it is, right? But first, you got to get yourself in decent, at least decent shape, at least to the point where you have noticeable mass. Okay, and when I say mass, I'm not necessarily talking about you got to be like 300 pounds of muscle. No, but you look solid. Like you look like you actually hit the gym, right? You look like you work. Like females, bro, they like a guy who looks like he can work, right? They don't like guys that are, now this is subjective, right? This is subjective. This is because some chick, and this is going to be a whole other video for, this is going to be another video, right? Some chicks will date a guy that looks like a straight up junkie, right? That looks like a straight up strung out on drugs type of shit. Okay, now there are other underlying reasons for that, right? But for the most part, females like a guy that looks like he can pick some shit up, or, you know, or is strong. It's just facts, right? I'll never forget one time when I was working in a restaurant, I was carrying big ass bus tubs. They call them bus tubs, full of dirty ass plates, and that shit heavy, right? I was carrying like 2 of them stacked on top of each other. And this chick, she asked for she told someone for my number, and she said, I saw him working and he looks like he works hard, right? And for everyone that's like, oh, she just wants your money, I was working at a fucking restaurant, doing busboy shit. You feel me? But she saw that physicality. So that's what it's all about, man. I hope you guys like this video. Comment for the algorithm, goddammit. Peace.